time how fast I could run down the stairs.
Yeah. your dad must have been like actual treasure hunting, you know?
Right on my wrist though. Like,
Plastic.
Quite funny that Drake also got this.
So that's what you got to write on these tags. Drake's watch.
Yeah.
Just no one walk away. That's the best strategy. I can't even counter.
Yes.
That's right. Tin's little secret shop. Checking out some incredible vintage pieces.
Yes.
Look at these two. Wow, what a pair.
Oh wow.
So these ones are very special 12p Piagets. So they're not the typical hand-wound 9p. These are 12p automatic movements. This one's got the most interesting snakeskin-like bracelet. Factory diamond bezel, onyx style, baguettes 12, 3, 6, and 9. Really, really nice. Onyx style, right? Yeah, really nice. Really, really interesting bracelet too. This one's crazy as well. It's the Emperador. So this is all hand-carved white gold bracelet. All removable links, which is very, very interesting. And yeah, really huge size as well. Onyx style with factory set diamonds. Harvey set center dial, and again, it's the automatic version. Really, really impressive pieces.
Very cool.
These sort of pieces you really can't find anywhere. Very special. Prices are so special, as in very expensive. Yeah, so Vince brought out some really crazy stuff for us, huh? It's probably my favorite store for like vintage special pieces. Tin, what generation are you? Are you third generation or second?
I'm second.
Second? How long has the shop been?
We have a shop since 1989.
89?
Yeah. So it's 35 years now.
35 years, wow. What's the story with Dad? Dad started the shop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Was he running around like Asia, Malaysia, like hunting for watches, or what's the story?
He used to go a lot to the States to source his watches.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now our stores keep changing.
Yeah.
When he started business, it's more about like Rolex bubble bag or those positions, more small.
That was super hot back in the day,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But now it's we like watches like this small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. The workmanship for these watches, like, it's crazy. If this,
Make something like this.
yeah. Well, I don't think people can afford this retail these days. Like, you know, the Polo is already what, like 79 US, right?
Yeah.
So something like this, all factory onyx style diamond bezel, this retail will be 100 plus US easy.
Charging like 80k US dollars for it.
For this?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean back in the day?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. So back in the day, 80 US. Today would be 120 easy.
Or maybe they will give some discount, but still.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure. Now no discount. Now
No.
even the new
Waiting list.
Polo is waitlist.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, amazing. Nice example, right? This one?
This one?
Yeah. Do you like it?
I like the men's size for
Yeah?
But yeah, burgundy style is iconic.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
With
exactly.
the stainless steel case and the bracelets, just clean.
Yeah. Your lighting, your lighting here like really shows every single imperfection.
Yes. Yeah.
I wish I can buy this sort of stuff from you. Are these recent or very old?
Very old.
Very old.
Very old.
Yeah. Your dad must. Your father purchased these?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, these I purchased it when I start working for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
What's-
this kind, you know, is of course much cheaper before, but compared to our watch, it's still
Yeah.
expensive.
Sure. Sure.
And I think it's they don't take much of those.
Mm.
That's what I heard. If they put a CP at the back, it's like custom piece.
Really?
Yeah.
What does it say? CT?
CP.
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 Oh. Wow. Learn something
Next
new.
time you can check with
Yeah, yeah,
and see if it
Wow.
works.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah.
But maybe
These.
just like what kind of style you prefer.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Like a special catalog, and you choose the variation. But yeah, these pieces, I reckon these are like once in a year finds. Like you might see a handful every single year.
As you said, not much people will afford.
Yeah.
That is something.
Your dad must have been like actual treasure hunting, you know?
And
Yeah.
it's much easier to buy.
Yeah. Well, that's the fun. This like Imagine if you were to buy this at gold price.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure some of the stock
not
is.
that crazy.
Yeah, I know, but you know, like
Yeah.
that's the thrill of it, right? Amazing. Yeah, such an insane pieces, and the conditions are incredible. Like all these large Pateks and the ladies ones, like that cushion case, just so beautiful.
This is
You will feel like so
Yeah, look.
shiny.
So this is what 80s, right?
Yeah.
You go to
So imagine a watch this big back in the 80s. This is like jumbo. Huge.
Go to the parking lot.
Do your clients
All these crazy
care too much about like this
when I bought
aftermarket?
it, it's already like this.
Yeah.
I do have another one with
Yeah.
blue dial
Yeah.
and not added link,
Right.
but sold about half a year ago.
Right.
And quite funny that Drake also got this.
Who?
The artist Drake.
Oh, right,
Got
okay.
a similar one
Yep.
with blue dial.
Right. So that's what you got to write on these tags. Drake's watch.
Yeah.
Not all of this. Just say Drake.
Put Drake's and you add 100K on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Amazing pieces, huh?
I think this kind of watch is still good. Good value of money.
Yeah.
Honest.
Anything interesting lugs is always quite good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But for
You got-
us, maybe we prefer smaller case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that my
Dolphin Calatrava hands. It's quite nice.
This is also cool. Not like a typical
Yeah.
Ellipse, but it still have the ultra thin automatic movement.
Yeah.
The knottiness.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look how interesting this is, because look, the outer case is like this beautiful ellipse-like egg styled case design, whereas the inner step is circular. So you have this beautiful interplay of slightly different shapes, which creates this very interesting look. It's like a double step, double domed case. Yeah,
Yeah, because like
super cool. Yeah, nice watch, huh?
Ting has all the crazy collection.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Actually, this is one of the AP that I really like a lot.
disco.
Yes, it's not like a one-off.
Yeah,
It's very dressy,
yeah,
very well made,
yeah.
ultra thin.
And I love this. I love the screw case back.
Wow.
So this was actually quite rare back in this time, because most of them were snap-on case backs, which have water-resistant issues. Whereas this one, you see all of these little indentations. That is for a prong to get into the case to tighten the case. So you see that design mostly on waterproof watches,
Yes.
very rarely on dress watches. And this one's quite large for the era. It has this hobnail dial that also translates into the case itself. So the texture is all matching. Yeah, and they call it a disco, like Disco Volante or something. I don't know why, but that's just a nickname for it. It's called a Disco Volante, right?
I don't know the name.
Yeah? He just has the watch, he doesn't know the name.
Just got Abalons.
Yeah,
You can call your whatever
Yeah, exactly,
as long
yeah.
as you have the watch.
yeah,
Just call it whatever you like.
yeah. Really nice watch. And good size as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's modern size, but not too big.
Yeah, because that's
Good watch.
tells everything. How much they really spend on the luxury.
What about this Ellipse? How do you
Tells us the
on it?
honest.
Thank you.
It's nice, but I have a couple at the moment. Yeah. Usually, like, more interesting dials sell a bit better. 80,000 with archives. How long does it take you to order archives?
We got this art a long time ago.
Right.
Back then, takes about 2 weeks. Now,
That's what they do.
maybe a month.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, but we no longer apply the archive
Yeah.
unless the customers want it, because now it costs much more than
Yeah.
last time.
Yeah.
It costs about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
what we got.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice watch. And the ellipse shape is just so elegant. There's science behind the shape of this watch. Yeah. But I actually prefer ellipse with straps.
And it's more popular.
Yeah. And
And
the buckle is the most beautiful buckle, I think, of this era.
yellow gold face.
Yeah. Super, super nice.
Alright,
Alright, where's that Cellini? Maybe we can do a deal on this. What's best on this?
28. Buckle, come on,
Did you,
know the deal.
did you even say 28 when you
28.
when I first asked you? Didn't you say like 26 or something?
No, 28.
28?
Make that money.
28. 20. I think 28's okay, but I don't want to pay 28.
Try
I think
magic.
the price is okay, but it's not exactly something that I really want. 25? No? Just no and walk away. That's the best strategy. I can't even counter. You straight up no.
Yes.
25, I would say yes.
26.
That's the experience on myself.
Just want to do something.
I went to a
Come on,
26 is like.
come on,
It's a good deal.
village
It's a
in
good deal.
in China.
25.5?
come on, what's up? Oh,
Finally, yeah.
this time.
Yeah. We need to get Tin more on camera. I think he's more willing to deal on camera. Huh?
Just open and slide on.
Because he looks too good.
Yeah, okay. Alright, Nat, use your phone to film and then we tried this.
You know how to measure the
It's alright, we're not fast paced on YouTube like that.
Mhm.
a ruler.
Yeah. I'll FPS you for this one, yeah?
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
And how
Anything else interesting?
Exactly how much is it?
So this is not service but
They use it
working,
for-
right?
It's working, but
And,
can't keep it.
that's 20 grand.
Needs a little bit work on it.
Right.
And they gamble with that.
How much do you guys usually... You don't do servicing for clients, right?
Yeah, we just service our own
Your own
watches.
stock? Yeah?
Yeah.
How long would it take you to get this up and running? Like for factory...
Factory
Not factory, but you know, like retail specs.
in Hong Kong, manual I think would be 2005.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. I'll take it as is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mac,
Right.
before you go, can I show you something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? You're not a watch guy, right?
No,
You're not a watch guy?
I'm not.
But you surely know a little bit about watch culture and what's popping in the US and in the rap sort of culture, right?
A little bit,
A
yeah.
little bit, yeah? What do you think of this?
Can I touch it?
Of course, man, you can wear it.
Oh, it's a Richard Mille.
It is.
And it's red. Love this color.
Spitting facts.
Damn, I only hear about these in rap videos.
Right, right?
Man,
That's why I asked you, man, are you a watch guy? So
I don't even, how do you put this on?
Right. It's size for you. No. Yeah, so this clicks like this. And here as well.
Oh.
It's a bit tight. So this is probably one of the most hyped watches in sort of recent times.
Oh, this is fire.
It's nice, right?
You know the last watch that I owned, I was a kid. I had a G-Shock. And it's kind of like,
Pretty much the same.
I mean, definitely not the same.
No, no.
But it gives it the same, you know, the band,
Yeah.
the same sporty feel.
Mm.
So how much does this thing cost?
Yes.
Oh,
So this brand, right? You know, like old brands like what we see here, they're hundreds of years old, right? Patek,
this is
AP.
100.
No. So the old brands are hundreds of years old.
Okay.
This Richard Mille, the brand itself is only 20 years old.
Only 20 years old.
Yeah. So they're one of the newest kids on the block. But in terms of pricing,
They're
through the roof.
it's like the most expensive. Because I hear about it all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, let me see. 500?
Close.
Close.
During peak of these were over 500.
Over 500.
Yeah, US.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
So
much
this
is it now?
this retail, if you were to go into Richard Mille, you buy this watch retail,
Mhm.
they're 100 G's.
Oh, 100.
But you can't get it, right? Drake could. You probably could if you tried hard
No,
enough.
I can't.
But secondary market, the prices are crazy because Richard Mille, they have such strict allocation. They only allocate these pieces to celebrities or clients who buy 10 watches that are not trading above retail to then get allocation for this watch. So on the secondary market for mere mortals to buy this, they're gonna pay 300, 500.
So three to five.
So this
That's the market. That's
exactly.
like if you buy a pair of sneakers, they only made
Right.
they only dropped 100 of them.
Yeah.
And then you buy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Regular price.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then put it back on the market. It's gonna be boosted up.
Right. So typical watches.
How many watches did they make? How many?
So this one's still in production. So they make a lot. Probably I would say maybe 500-600 of these already.
500-600.
Yeah. So peak of 600K easy for this watch. right now in today's market under 300.
Mm.
It's a crazy watch, right?
It's a nice watch.
Crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
And like in terms of the functions, right? This is the crown, this fat ass thing here. It's almost like a F1, tire. But this is how you wind the watch. And then when it's wound, this here, it's a chronograph. So when you press this button, that ticks, you see? So the purpose of this function of a chronograph, technically it's the time like Formula One or Grand Prix or like you're racing or something, you time a lap time, that's what it's for.
So this is for like this is like a race watch?
Yeah, exactly. You know Charles Leclerc?
No.
He's a driver for Ferrari, like one of the youngest kids, like really talented guy. He's sponsored by Richard Mille. There's a Richard Mille made just for him. Yeah, so this has the same sort of function, but yeah, it's made to time lapse. It's a driver's watch. But today, most people they buy this watch, they time their eggs. How long it takes to boil an egg, or they don't even know how the functions work.
Right.
So it's crazy. It's no longer about the function.
Let's time how fast I can run down the stairs.
Yeah. This guy, nah, it's alright. It's good for it. he runs down the stairs. I'll get a wire. It's a win-win.
Man, oh man, thank you for teaching me about this.
It's something cool. You're not a watch guy, but look.
But now I know. Now I could like.
Yeah, I've planted the seed, right? Yeah. When you want to drop 300, you come see me, all right?
Come holla at you.
Yeah.
Thanks for.
Of course, man.
All right. Have a good
Yeah.
night, bro.
Done.
One man,
Pretty mad, right?
Run.
Right on my wrist, though, like,
Plastic. Yeah.
Which one to put right on my
Right?
Fit right?
Yeah, of course, man. Of course. Yeah, it's mad.